This is my big backyard. It was yet another selling point of this historic home. I closed on the house back in April, and we knew that an outdoor project was high on the priority list so that we would have a place to enjoy these beautiful sunsets from all summer long. The house came with several outbuildings and a foundation from an outbuilding that is no longer here. Instead of digging up all that concrete, we saw it as a great excuse to build a nice big deck on top of. It seems like the building that was once here has been gone for quite a while because this area where it was super overgrown. It took us about 2 full days of weeding and clipping to get the area cleared out. What's nice about this area though is it's under this big tree. It's also under this lilac bush. Lilac season has come and gone and we did not get the deck in time, but there's always next year. The lilac bush is beautiful. I love how it kind of drapes over where the deck is gonna be. So we're definitely keeping that. We just needed to trim it back quite a bit. After we got all of that taken care of, then it was time to map out exactly where the deck was gonna be. We ended up deciding to make it much bigger than the existing foundation. It's gonna be like 16 by 20 feet. I'm very lucky that Sebastian is an experienced deck builder. He really knows what he's doing, so I'm letting him make the decisions and giving him most of the creative control. But I do have a few designy ideas that we'll get into later. So days 3 and 4 were all about mapping out the deck and then laying down the weed cloth, which is very important so we don't get grass and little weeds growing up through the deck boards. Then it was time for a really fun part, which is digging the holes for the posts. This is what's going to keep the deck in the ground and stop it from blowing away. Then we had a big order come in, more wood, lots of concrete. Pouring in the concrete was very fun, but also exhausting. This is really quite the process. I think at this point we're on day 6. I want to address a couple questions that I know people are going to ask. So number 1 is, why are we building the deck so far away from the house? It's actually really not that far at all. Keep in mind that this is only the beginning of our outdoor project journey, one that I'm sure will take us many years. We plan on extending that back stairway and turning it into a full-blown back deck. And I would also love to add a stone pathway going from the house to this deck and then line that pathway with wildflowers. And that will obviously be really magical. Also, the reason for wanting the deck here, aside from the foundation being here, is that this just so happens to be the best spot on the property to watch the sunset from, right in between these lovely trees. Now, a couple people asked why we chose to build a deck and not a stone patio. We actually thought about this a lot. We do plan to do a patio elsewhere on the property, but doing one here would have been a lot more time, a lot more money, and a lot more effort since we would have had to demo the foundation and then also level the ground where it is. Speaking of which, the deck is going to have a little set of stairs on one side, and then on the back side, I really want to kind of create a wall, like a back to the deck, and use planting beds to do that. Okay, that's it for now. I'm hoping we finish this up in a few days. Come back for part 2.